So can we do that single cut tonight?
I asked what you wanted and you're like, I don't care. What's going on, guys? We're back here with another beer review on Best Beers in Me. Beer reviews from Maine, New England, and beyond. We're going a little beyond New England. Today we're going up to New York. We get Equilibrium and Urban South Brewery. A little collab called Junction Points. 8.5% double IPA. Canned on February 14th, so less than a month in the can, so that's good.
And it had a canned on date.
Had a canned on date, good job. And it was right on the label. Started to come off though, but I can still read it. And on the can it says, help us ensure cold chain, purchase cold, and trade cold, and keep cold. If it's not cold, ask why. So they're even talking to the beer traders, keep it cold.
Yeah, I like my beers cold.
We didn't trade for this. We got this at Damon's in Bangor, and it was in the cooler.
At the new location.
At the new location, the old Kmart building. Shout out Damon's on your expansion. Hopefully that means you bring us even more beers. Damon's not in our hometown, but close enough. A couple hours away in Bangor. One of our favorite places to get some singles for the beer channel.
Hopefully we get there fairly often.
So that's looking pretty much like the last beer we just did.
I think it's a little darker.
Maybe a little darker.
A little hazier.
Like a golden, orangey.
So the last beer, I could see my fingers on the other side.
You could?
This one I can't.
This one is hazier for sure than the Mason's was.
Definitely. Not quite as much head.
No.
Maybe a quarter of a finger. Half a finger.
A lot of tiny bubbles, so let's get the aroma.
Oh, huge pineapple.
Ooh, first thing I'm noticing, pineapple.
Yeah, maybe pineapple and...
Big pineapple.
Yeah.
Like huge pineapple.
Maybe slight guava. I kind of get that.
I'm getting a melony something or other. I don't know all my melons, but there's a melon note in there. And I think a lot of that, like we talked about it on another review. Not for Equilibrium maybe, but I think that's their yeast. They have a very expressive yeast down there.
We did this.
It's very reminiscent of like a treehouse.
One of the last reviews, because I was not aware that a lot of those melony flavors, it was one from yesterday, that I thought it all came from the hops, but apparently a lot of that comes from the yeast.
Well, the yeast helps accentuate the hops, and it helps everything be more expressive.
Yeah, I get a melon. I'm not sure. Maybe
that melon's big time now.
A cantaloupe?
Yep.
Not honeydew.
Is that the green one? Oh no, honeydew.
Honeydew.
Honeydew's what I'm getting. You're getting cantaloupe.
I get a little bit of both, but yeah, I get.
Like I said, I'm not very good with my melons.
I get some cantaloupe, some honeydew. I get a hint of guava. I get huge pineapple.
Yeah, huge pineapple and melon to me. Honeydew and pineapple is what I'm getting for the most part.
Really hoping that the palate hits like the nose does.
It smells unreal. Yeah. That's one of the best noses on a beer I've had in a while. It's awesome smelling.
So a lot of the time, I think we try so many different IPAs and we say it wrecks your palate. So I'm finding that lately, the first little bit of the nose, the first couple of sniffs, I get something. And the more I smell, the less I get. But not with this. This is pretty...
Well, mine changed from the big pineapple to that melon. And that melon's hanging around now. That pineapple's a huge burst when you
first smell?
Poured it into the glass and smelled it. I mean, it
was nothing but pineapple.
This beer smells unreal.
Yeah.
So,
get a taste?
I think we better.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
So I'm getting all those notes. The first smell, that burst of pineapple, I don't get as much pineapple on the tongue. I get more of the melon than what I did.
The melon, I agree, is more there than the pineapple is. There's
And I would have to agree with you. I thought I was getting more cantaloupe, but the taste is a nice honeydew, a nice fresh, like crisp.
And I swear that comes from Equilibrium's yeast. I just think that all their beers have that. Or I've known, the ones I've had.
So I don't think I've had enough of the Equilibrium to really...
If you've had Equilibrium and you know the beers, do you get honeydew on all their beer? Because I seem to, and that's why it makes me think it's the yeast that's really driving that flavor.
Maybe, yeah, that's good. So it's not a complete juice bomb, like in your face, like that first smell was, that pineapple, but it's very smooth and easy drinking.
Almost like the bitterness is kind of medium-ish. It's there, and I like that. I'm getting some lemon lime coming off of this.
Yeah.
I'm getting candied, like sticky fruits. I'm getting that melon is big time, but it's very like sticky candy.
It
like,
is. I would
That's
agree.
what I'm getting.
It's a little bit thicker. Not thick. It's like a medium body, but it's a little bit thicker than the last beer we reviewed.
Yep. And I'm getting a little bit of like pineapple, but it's not there as much as I thought. The first aroma we got was just all that pineapple, and I don't know where it went. It ran off.
The first aroma, I really thought this was going to be like a pineapple bomb.
Yeah, and it's not. And
I'm kind of
I don't know what happened to it.
I'm not disappointed.
Where did it go?
I'm not disappointed. So I get the pineapple, but I like that melon. I really like those melony beers. You know this. It's kind of reminiscent, not quite as prevalent as the melon in the Treehouse beers, but I really like the Treehouse beers with that melony, and this is kind of reminiscent of those.
The back end, that bitterness is lingering right there on the back of my tongue, and I really like that.
Yeah.
So, I'd say pretty good job by Equilibrium, and is it Urban Points? Urban South. It's Junction Points is the name of the beer. If I was gonna check it on Untappd, I'd probably give that about a 4.5.
That's just what I was thinking.
Out of 5. 4.5.
4.5.
So I was reading that it's got Mosaic and a hop that I've never heard of, Nectaron.
I was
from New
reading
Zealand.
that.
So it says it's supposed to be big pineapple-y,
So
but
the Nectaron,
it was there on the aroma, but I'm not getting it in the flavor very much. A little bit.
is that a fairly new hop? The Nectaron?
Yeah, I've never heard of it. So first time I've ever heard it in my life today. I think it's called Nectaron or Nectaron. I'm gonna say Nectaron. Sounds right.
Nectaron was how I would pronounce it. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's what's giving it the flavor whatever it is, it's working.
I thought I might get some strawberry type flavors off that Mosaic, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting that melon burst is the biggest.
So I honestly got more on the aroma as far as different, the strawberry, the melon, the pineapple, whatever. I don't get as many notes on the palate as what I was getting on the aroma.
Yeah, the flavors.
But I'm
a lot
definitely
of melon. I mean, I
definitely
don't know.
not disappointed at all.
That's a good beer. That's a good.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's got that back end bitterness that I really like. A lot of New England style beers, they don't have that in it, and I like when they do.
If you can find this wherever you are, at Damon's, whatever, I would absolutely suggest picking it up.
Yeah, I think this is the first time it's ever been brewed. I'm quite sure from what I saw online. So it's a good beer right there by Equilibrium.
Yeah.
I think that's our first Equilibrium on the channel.
I think so.
Had some in the past, but not on here. So I'm a fan. So if you've had this beer, comment down below, like, share, subscribe, all the things.
Love the comments. If you've had it, let us know what you think. Suggest beers.
If you had any beer with Nectaron hops, let us know. I don't know if there's any more out there. That must be brand new. So.
We're always up to talk beer.
Yep. All right, we'll get out of here with this one. See you tomorrow.
Cheers.